monitor and pit viper and cobra, whether coiled or stretched out, snoozing or awake, the weird tangle of them glistening and motionless like a heap of forgotten luggage in lost and found department on the south side of hell, which surely must... fuck me.
I didn't even notice the slip up.
Well, no, I was stumbling. I got lazy mouth. Seeing radio, you get lazy mouth.
Blah.
I think it was the first poem I wrote on the porch. Just a room. There's a lovely bed with a walnut headboard and a plush blue comforter, as well as a small nightstand, a cherry wood chest of drawers, and a wicker chair for sitting and reading and writing and drinking tea or beer. And it's just a room, my world these days. But when I crawl into that soft blue womb at night and close my eyes in my tiny cherry wood universe, the poems begin to write themselves inside my head in dream, as Hermann Hesse and Van Gogh look down from beyond the grave and wink. Supernova for Slim. I was not looking for you, and yet there you were, with your pretty eyes and your pretty smile, a sliver of sadness in your glance that softly, gently fell away, as you explored the root meanings of Latin verbs and quoted Joseph Campbell on the way to my house, then talked at length of your difficulties with socialism as a cogent, workable system of governance. And as you spoke, and as I listened, the universe imploded like an unstable bit of dark matter, collapsing upon itself and swallowing a billion suns gone supernova. And it was here, in this cosmic space, that I kissed you for the very first time, knowing in my soul that loving you would be an adventure, like Luke Skywalker saving the galaxy from the evil clutches of Darth Vader, which is why I believe we should spend as much time possible loving and kissing on each other if we care at all about the survival of the human race. Despite the fact that I would still kiss you and still love you, even if it meant the world around us would burn and fall from the sky like a 99-cent ornament from a plastic Walgreens Christmas tree. For all my sins combined, for all my wicked lies and vices, and for all the hearts that I have shattered like thin rods of glass dropped steaming from the kiln and into the snow, the world has robbed me of my gold, my youth, and even the gasoline in my tank, leaving me gray and half-deaf, with an ugly-ass cough at 7 in the morning, which can be hard to take sometimes. Still, as I solemnly gaze about my cramped new world and set my notebook down, I consider the full pack of cigarettes on the nightstand, the 6 cold beers in the fridge, the lukewarm Whataburger in a bag at my feet, the texts my daughter sends me on her second-hand cell phone, all the pretty poems I have yet to write, and the soft snores of the bright young lady with the crazy blonde curls who lies sleeping in the bed next to my chair, and reaching over to take the book falling from her fingers before her place is lost, and kissing her sweetly on the forehead, I realize that every day is another day in paradise, this side of the grass. This is called Getting Kinky. The cigar, like a black piece of wood made slick by a night rain, twirled neurotically in his thick fingers, then held to his lips in between proclamations. "I'm homeless," he announced, with his cigar hand resting on the black steering wheel as we drifted into Kerrville at 10 o'clock on a Saturday night, on our way to the H-E-B for some donuts and some lunch meat. Why do you say that, Kink? His sister asked, propped up on her elbows on the black bench seat, her eyes moist with unrelenting fondness. What I mean is, you could drop my ass off at a goddamn gas station in Amarillo at 3 in the goddamn morning, and I'd still be home. I'd still be in Texas. Texas is my home. And it was here, in this mediocre moment, with the red and green traffic lights of Kerrville lighting up his squinty eyes, hiding beneath that big black cowboy hat of his, that I got kinky. As he went on to explain how the shrimp cocktail with corn salsa at El Sombrero was the best fucking shit in the whole goddamn universe, and in fact it was. That's fucking kinky.
El Sombrero's fucking delicious.
It is fucking delicious. This is a poem called Beans.
Lord.
Beans once chewed my glasses to shit and nipped my daughter on the wrist, enough to make her cry, and both for no apparent reason. But that is just his way, which is no way at all. His dull eyes black like marbles, and his tan fur caked with yard dust, like the crazy guy at the end of the bar, the one that no one sits next to. And I guess that's why I love him so, as I unlatch the gate and he jumps to lick my face. Gandalf. Short barrel body like an elderly hobbit. Long, rust-streaked hair woven into ponytails, dangling like a pair of funky leather belts you'd pick up for $30 at a Congress Avenue thrift shop. Translucent skin, white like Easter tissue paper wrapped around a King James confirmation Bible. And eyes, his eyes, blue and sparkly, framed like family photos above a toothy grin, catching my starstruck stare in between the thighs and the shoulders, as if to say, "Ain't this cool? I'm glad you're having fun." And that is why he is who he is, who he is.
I love that poem.
That's fucking Willie.
Yeah.
I think that was a great snapshot.
This is called Acoustic Set. The band takes a smoke break as the stage is darkened and the singer strolls out front with a wooden stool and a guitar and nothing else. And taking a seat on the edge of the stage in the glow of a lone spotlight, she makes her way through half a dozen songs, stitched together from the blackened stones of her own peculiar yellow brick road. The bricks themselves cracked by weeds and angry choices, and gliding upon a dark angel's voice of wisdom and regret, her song, her soul, passes like a chill over the heads of the sighing crowd, the friendly ghost of it possessing our hearts, leaving us as a single being, increased, until, abruptly, she finishes her set. The crowd roars with 1,000 big lighters shoved high into the night as the house lights come up. And Amanda, sitting on the edge of her bed in sweats with a cigarette butt smoldering in the neck of her cheap guitar, asks me with wrinkled, worried eyebrows, "You'll tell me the instant you get bored, right?" "I'm not bored," I reply in a humbled whisper. "Baby, I'm not bored at all." Fuck me.
What are you reading?
My daughter's voice on the phone. My daughter's voice on the phone. My daughter's voice on the phone is heartbroken, trembling on the high end as she clenches her jaw muscles and chokes on the sadness, holding off the storm with all that she has, which is what she does so as not to upset or disappoint. "Oh, baby doll," I try to console her, but it is a happenstance, an arbitrary loss in an arbitrary universe, and no force on Earth, including me, could have prevented it. And so it's all I can do to tell her that I love her, and it hurts me when she hurts. She responds with the worst words in the world, the words no parent wants to hear, the ones that make you want to rip your teeth out by the roots. The words my 10-year-old daughter has gotten too used to saying. It's okay, Dad, really. It's okay.